Not a lot of positive stuff. I thought it was probably our poorest performance of the year so far, I thought.
Seemed to be lack of energy and intent, sort of for the most part.
Yeah, you're probably right there, Tone. Yeah, they ran harder, they tackled harder, and they had a bit more desire, mate, which I can't put my finger on, to be honest.
Defence was certainly a problem in that first half. I guess a few soft tries conceded.
Yeah, there was two there where they played the ball was way too fast. We just lost the ruck in the first half. It was like a bit like boys playing against men there at times. I just thought they ran harder and they tackled harder and they played the balls were too fast. Two of their tries was on the back of two quick play the balls and they just barged over. The other one was, a one-on-one miss. Phil Semi needs to make that tackle. But we also need to have better line speed as well. So that comes down to the intent part as well. So, like I said, they just rolled the ruck. We couldn't control it. And like I said, it was at times, it was like boys playing against men.
I guess the thing that you have had, certainly in the last few weeks, is maybe not necessarily results, but the effort's been there. You've been right in games. Is that why this is so disappointing?
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair point. I think we've been in the fight every game. Today, I don't think we were in it. It was right from the start. They rolled us down the ruck very easily, and that was probably the disappointing part. I mean, to say the effort's not there, I'm not sure. They kept trying. They never gave up, and they're trying some things at the end. They're trying to, when the game was sort of gone. They tend to throw the ball around and start to come alive a little bit, which it's hard to put my finger on why that wasn't there at the start of the game.
Is that a case of what happens when you take a guy like Joe Arrow out of the team? You lose so much through the middle without him there. Oh,
look, there's still some quality in the footy team. Well, I mean, we're down on troops. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, you look around the dressing shed and you see the amount of guys that are in suits. You'd certainly like them in playing kit. And then, like you said, I've had Ryan James gone for most of the year. Like, he's a big part of our football team, a big part of our club, and obviously Jai as well. There's two, fairly quality football players, in suits not playing football. So, that hurts. But in saying that, the guys that went out there today, they've held their gloves up previously, and I thought they could have been better today.
Is it a matter of convincing them they can win games when those guys are missing? Because they are such big players at the club. Is it just a matter of the rest of them believing that they can get the job done without a few of those sort of leaders?
Yeah, you're right. I think you're 100% right, to be honest. The belief and the confidence when you look at the players who aren't on the football side in the team there today. There's Michael Gordon, there's Dale Copley, there's Ash Taylor, Keegan Hipgrave, Jai Arrow, let's get Ryan James goes on, and all those guys, all those names I rattled off would be players that you would think at the start of the year would have been in our starting 17. Now, I'm not using that as an excuse. We need to be better today, don't get me wrong, but it also adds to the belief. Tyrone Peachy's another one I forgot about, he didn't play today. So we lose him late yesterday, and then we lose Dale Copley after the training session. So those things, can mount up, and, I can use them as an excuse, but in saying that, we need to be better and put in a better performance than what we did today.
After, I guess, like Ed had been said, you'd been very competitive for a number of weeks, and then to take a bit of a step back today, what's sort of the message to the fans after that one, who look ahead to the next game in a fortnight?
We'll be better than that. That's not, that hasn't been us all year. I can't remember the last time we put a performance, it would have been around 2 or 3 last year when St George gave us a wallop and that's how long it's been since we haven't really been in the contest, to be honest. This year, I can't fault the fact that we've had some things go against us and we've been in the fight, and that's why today's probably so disappointing, because I didn't see that coming. Another way we've trained. Like I said, I think it was mentioned there before, the belief factor comes into it at times, but we've got to grow up a little bit.
Is there any time frame on when Ash comes back? Do you want him back in the team?
Of course, I'd love him back in the team. He's our marquee player. He's our highest paid player in the club. It's been well documented, and he's such an important part of our club, and he's such an important player. He's your halfback, he's your general, and I want him back in the team. But I've said before, I'm not going to rush him back for the sake of the team. His welfare needs to be the most important thing for me. And when he's right, when I get the tick off from the specialist to say that he's right and he's ready to come back and to play some footy, that's when he'll play. I'm not going to bring him a week too early or a week before that. The most important thing for me at the moment is making sure Ash is right.
AJ went over on his ankle late in the first half. There was no dramas post that. He's okay. He got through the second half.
Was that when he made the break and he
Yeah.
hyperextended his, looked like he
Yeah.
hyperextended his knee or something? I don't know what
His
happened.
ankle unfolded on itself.
I don't know what happened there. That sums up where we're going at the moment, you know, like lied wide open and he trips over his own feet. So, you know, no, he's fine. He seemed to be okay. And they're little things that, you know, that help their belief. You know, we scored that try, you know, even in the second half, and Anthony Don, if he takes that intercept, so all of a sudden we start to get a spring in our step and the belief comes and we grow from that. And we just haven't been able to get that lately. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Garth.